Hello there, and welcome to European Flexstyle. My name is Mihai Corlan and I am a platform evangelist with Adobe systems in Europe. In this video, I will show you how to create custom Flex components and how to dispatch events and catch these events. So, what I have here, it's a very simple Flex project in Flash Builder 4, and I have a custom component which is basically a numerical stepper. So basically I have two buttons. One allows me to increase the current value and another one decrease that value. And I'm displaying the current value using a text input. Next I have a little bit of ActionScript. I have the value stored in the count variable. I have a public getter for this private count variable. And then I have the function that gets called when a user clicks on either one of these two buttons. And inside of this function, I'm just increasing or decreasing the current value, and then I'm displaying this value back to the text input, and I'm building a new event with the type change, and I dispatch this event. Now let me go back a little bit and explain you what you have to do in order to be able to dispatch events. So basically, whenever you are creating a component that you want to be able to dispatch events, you need to either implement the event dispatcher interface, and I have here the APIs for this interface, or you have to extend the event dispatcher class. Now, every Flex or any Flex default component from the Flex framework implements or extends the event dispatcher. So as long as you create your custom component by extending one of these default components, you don't have to do anything special. And this is exactly the case for me. I chose to extend the horizontal box, which is a pre-built component from the Flex framework. So this gives me access to dispatch event, to add event listeners, and so on. Also notice that I have a metadata tag in my custom component. By adding this metadata and specifying the event name, which is change, and the event type, the class that will be used when my component will throw an event, which is flash.events.event, I get code completion, and also I'm telling to the Flex compiler what events my custom components is able to broadcast. So going back to the main application file, you can see here the tag for the stepper component. This is how I'm instantiating my custom component. The ID is a stepper, and see here I registered a listener for the change event. So this is exactly what I specify in the metadata over here. So if I change the name, for example, and I save, I will get a compile error. Okay? And the event listener itself, it's called onChange, and I'm not doing anything special. I'm just display the current value by using the stepper ID and the count public getter using an alert window. So let's run the project and see what is happening. So I did it, edit +1, and now I will decrease, minus, another decrease, and as you can see, the values are displayed properly, and this alert window, it's coming from where the event is catch. Now, what if I want to be able to read the current value from the event itself and not from the stepper component? How can I do this? Well, probably the easiest way is just to create a custom event which will extend the base event, the one we just used, and you add a new variable in order to store the value you want to pass around. So I have here a public var value, and the type is int. And back into the custom components, you have to change the type of the event from flash events.event to org Corlan stepper event. So let's do this. And the next thing is to change inside of the add method the event I build and the event I dispatch. So instead of the generic event, I'm going to use the stepper event. Okay. And the next thing, of course, it's to change the signature of the event listener who is listening for this event. So instead of an event, we have a stepper event. And now we can retrieve the current value directly from this event by doing event.value. And now let's run again the project and see if it is the same behavior but with a slightly different implementation. Okay. And why does it doesn't work? Because I forgot to set the current value to the value property of the event. So let's just add this piece of code and run again the project. And that's it, people. Until the next time, ciao from Europe.